Hey coaches, this is Jim, and I just wanted to come to you today and give you a little bit of help. On day 2, you watched that video from Eric Thomas about knowing what your why is, and essentially really trying to connect to why you do what you do, what that underlying reason is. And then on day 3, you had that meditation that you went through, which hopefully really opened up a whole bunch of new possibilities to you. So some of you may be saying, these two things don't seem to make any kind of sense together, or they seem disjointed, which is like every thought inside of my head. Anyway, I'm going to help you out, all right? This is a crazy, complicated, super duper secret teacher tool. You ready for it? It's called T-Chart. T-Chart. All right, I don't have great handwriting. That's okay. So here's what you do. On one side of it, see if I can make this any better. All right, so on one side of it, you've got your why, and on the other side of it, you got your meditation, right? So what you're going to do is basically just jot down general ideas from your why. Like if you can break it down into a couple different basic ideas, right? And just write them down as they come to you. You can review what you wrote down or whatever, right? And then what I want you to do is kind of look over your meditation, whatever you wrote, and try and pull some ideas out of that, like some general concepts. And what you'll find is you may have a piece of paper. It looks kind of like this. Like you got some ideas on one side, you got some ideas on the other. And then what I want you to do is just really kind of take a step back and take a look at it and see what things actually kind of relate to each other. So what you may find is that generally speaking, a couple of your ideas are definitely out in left field and they don't match up, but a couple of them do match up. So it looks something like this, right? So you take like health issues, whatever, but you'll see that some of these things, generally speaking, match up a little bit. So then at the bottom, you're going to write common, and you're just going to write out like what kind of things your meditation journal and your why response, what kind of things those had in common that you can combine together. And then what you can do is just kind of start writing out a general overview of what you want your video to be about. So it may seem like your why, your response to your why and the meditation journal, they may look like two completely different things. But if you do this exercise, I think you'll see that there are some things that really do fit together, or at least kind of fit together enough that you can bridge the gap between those two things. Because that's what I had to do. When I watched that ET video about my why, I was all charged up. I'm like, oh yeah, you will not outwork me, blah, 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 right? And then I'm doing the meditation, and I'm crying about the fact that my dad passed on, that nobody's lived past the age of 67, and that no man has stepped up to the plate to make a doggone difference, and it's got to be me. So then when I wrote those things down, sorry, I get angry sometimes. So then when I wrote those two things down, they didn't look like they matched up. But then I got really passionate about this one thing. I got really passionate about this other thing. And so I tried to connect those two things, because the other way you can look at it is, all right, you read these topics. Now, what gets you fired up? What gets you deeply fired up? And connect those two things and find a way to bridge that gap. Because the reality is, if it gets you fired up, it's going to get somebody else fired up. And remember, the big thing we're after here is that deep emotional connection, or a video that when somebody's done watching it, they want to go just take on the world, and they want you by their side to do that. All right, so hopefully that helps out. If it doesn't help out, apologize. Yeah, that's all I got for you. All right, take care. Bye.